Okay, I do want to welcome everybody here tonight to the Full Velocity Overview Call. My name is James Ward. Very excited to be your host here tonight, and really just fired up about what I get to share with you here today. So I ask everybody kind of here at the beginning, where are you all calling in from? Someone's saying they can't hear me. Can everybody? I think everyone should be able to hear me just fine. So I asked you where you guys are calling in from. So I just want to welcome everybody as they're coming in here. So if you want to tell me where you're from, we got Jersey Shore in the house. We got California. We got Australia. We've got South Africa. What are you doing awake? We've got New York. We've got Philly, Brooklyn. Let's see here. We got Bermuda in the house. We've got London. Again, what are you doing awake? That's insane. We've got Mexico in the house. Welcome from Mexico. We've got Colombia in the house. Welcome, Colombia. We've got Florida. Everybody who's joined us here tonight, I want to welcome you. As you can see, we have people not just here in the U.S. where I'm located, but we have people that are absolutely located worldwide. So I'm excited here to be able to share this message with you. So let me just kind of give you an idea of what we're going to do. I have a PowerPoint presentation I'm going to share with you, and the entire objective of tonight is really just to educate you. So by the time you leave here, you have a complete understanding of what Full Velocity is all about. You're going to know exactly why someone sent you here today. But more importantly, you're going to know why we're different from every other company that you've ever looked at online. So very, very fired up about that. So give me 1 second here. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. All right, everyone should be able to see my PowerPoint. Can you all do me a favor and just give me a number one in the chat that you can see my PowerPoint? That will help me make sure that I can continue to go. Awesome. All right. Thank you all. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Well, so again, if you're just jumping on the call, I want to welcome you to the Full Velocity Overview Call. My name is James Ward. I'm going to be your host here tonight. Usually I have a co-host, but Jeremy couldn't make it. It was his son's birthday, which is really cool. So I hope they're having a good time. But I'm going to do my best to provide you the best information that I possibly can and help you really understand what is going on here at Full Velocity and why so many people are excited about this. Now, before we get into what we do and we start talking about, everything in regards to Full Velocity, I want to let you know what type of company we are. I think that's really important for you to get because there's so many different companies out there. We're a specific type of company that you need to understand. So, as you can read here, Full Velocity is a technology company that offers scripts and bots, which in turn users can deploy into third-party exchanges to participate in cryptocurrency markets. Now, I don't usually read verbatim, but I thought that was pretty good. So I want to go on and read that to you. The key thing is I want you to know what we're not. We are not a financial service company whatsoever. We don't manage, control, or have any custody of funds at all. So we never are going to actually manage or touch your money. What we are all about is providing the technology behind it. And if you decide to use it, great. And I think as you go through this presentation, you'll see why so many people are excited to use it. Now, what I want to do first is I want to talk about the cryptocurrency market. As many of you know, I mean, the cryptocurrency market not only can be very rewarding, it can also be a roller coaster, right? I mean, if you look at what the market did in just January, December into January, it got absolutely demolished, right? There was a huge correction, which means a downturn in the market. And in many instances, lost up to 50% very, very quickly. Now, there's a reason why I'm going to tell you about this and why this is so important. Most people, if you look out there, they really can't handle the ups and downs of the market. Oftentimes, our emotion, our fear, and our greed get in the way. What is really cool about what we do inside of Full Velocity is we work with what we call a bot, which is really nothing more than an algorithm through programming that tells our system exactly when to buy and sell. And we're going to get into that. We're going to talk more and more in depth about the strategy. But what's great about this is our bot specifically really thrives in two components, okay? It thrives in the most volatile times and it thrives in the areas where there is the most volume in the market, which means the ups and downs that you see out there when there's a really big roller coaster going around, that can be really good for our bot. It may not always be, but we really thrive in those volatile times. We also thrive when there's a lot of money coming into the market, whether it's sending it up or down. The volume on the buy and the sell side really helps our bot be able to perform. And, the reason why I started with this is because I know people personally that just got hammered in January. I mean, some people lost every asset that they had in cryptocurrency because of what happened. Their accounts were leveraged. They got too leveraged and all of a sudden they woke up and it was wiped out. Now, I want to tell you what Full Velocity does that is very different than any other company out there when it comes to your money. Okay. Now, one thing we thrive on, you're going to hear me say this many, many times throughout this presentation, full control, right? We want to give the control back to the people. That's what this was really designed for people to be able to use our technology, but at the same time have control over their funds and their account. That's why I told you, hey, we don't ever touch or have any custody of your funds. And that's going to be important why we go through this message, and the reason why is because most companies out there today, they want you to send the funds to them, right? When you get started with them, whether you're buying a package, whether you're just sending money to them to trade on your behalf, that's what they do. They accept the money and they're actually trading. Now, some of these companies actually have the financial license to be doing that. Most of them don't. And a lot of them, unfortunately, as we know, have challenges in that trading area. Are they really doing it? Are they not? With Full Velocity, we give the power back to you, which is really, really important for you to understand. So what I want to talk about here is I want to talk about why is that so important and what does the full control really look like to you when you become a customer of Full Velocity? Well, number one, you're going to have 100% access to your funds. You see, you can withdraw your profits and your balance, your principal at any point in time that you want inside of your system. Okay. Let me be clear on something. Okay. There's no hoops to jump through. You don't have to wait a certain amount of time. So there's no lockup periods, right? You are the only one that controls your funds. We don't ever touch your funds. So if you had an emergency, let's just say, for instance, you put a full Bitcoin into a platform. I've seen many, many people do that. When they do that, most of the time, they are buying a package, or like I said, the company's trading on their behalf. They have to wait to get it back through returns, assuming that the company makes it, right? Here, you don't have to do that. If you started with a Bitcoin today, let's just say hypothetically, or you started with $10,000, we're going to get into the currency part here in just a second. I'm just giving an example. Whatever amount of money that you started with here today, if you had an emergency tonight, let's say you had it tonight and you needed to get those funds withdrawn, you can actually do that inside of our system. There's some really cool stuff that's coming this week that I'm going to talk about here in a minute that's going to improve that even more so you have a complete understanding at all times exactly where you're at. There's no crazy withdrawal fees, right? You're not going to be charged 30 or 40% to get your money, and you're going to have full transparency on your own exchange account. We're going to talk about that further and let you really understand what we're doing right now versus where we are going is just absolutely crazy, and it's going to be a big week for us. Now, as you probably know, one unique thing about the cryptocurrency market is it never sleeps, right? It's a 24/7 deal. You can buy and sell 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They don't take off holidays, none of that. And, I'm only saying that to compare it to other markets out there. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but if you look at the stock market, it's 5 days a week. If you look at the Forex market, right, which is currencies, that's 5 days a week. This is 7 days a week. So you really have the potential to be profiting 7 days a week inside of this platform. Now, keyword being potential, right? There's going to be ups and there's going to be downs. Okay. There's no company in the world that will always continually have up days forever. It doesn't work that way if you're really trading. So there'll be up days and down days. But the amazing thing about what we're doing is we are going to allow you to have the potential to profit 7 days a week. Now, right this very second, our system's set up for you to be able to get access to your profits every single Wednesday. And what I mean by that is you'll see the profits every day, but they actually hit your account on Wednesday. But I want you to ignore that for a second because that's not the way it's going to work going forward. The way it's going to work going forward is we actually are going to have a real-time feed inside of your account. And that means that you're going to see every single open trade. You're going to see your balance at any given moment. You're going to know exactly what your available balance is as well. And you're going to be able to see these profits hitting your account in real time. So you're not going to be waiting till Wednesday or any day of the week. You can take your profits at any point in time that you want. That is coming this week, and we're very, very excited about that. So let's continue here. Let's talk about the ease of use. I know that we've all been in platforms that they seem really cool, right? Like when you hear about them, they sound exciting. People get fired up about it. But the reality is when you really start diving into it, it becomes so complicated you can't even get started, right? I've seen a lot of people who are doing some of these signal companies. And by the way, it's totally cool. There's nothing wrong with that. The challenge with the signal companies is that most people don't have the technical ability to do it. So what we did here at Full Velocity is we decided to create something that was so simple that anybody could use this, right? Even if you don't have experience with cryptocurrency, maybe you don't even have a wallet. You've never even set one of those up. The ease of use that you're going to have here is this. We're literally going to virtually take you by the hand and walk you step by step on how to get your account set up and get your business growing for you as far as your funds as soon as possible and hopefully profiting with the use of our technology. But there's a couple other things that go into this, okay? We work with a company called Dart. Okay. Dart is basically a third company party that they report all of the trades, all of the data, everything that we do with the major exchanges. And by major exchanges, I'm talking like, Binance. Okay. That's probably the biggest one. So I'll just leave it with that. But there's other ones out there that we obviously utilize inside of this. But Dart, the company I'm talking about, they are the ones that report everything to you. You're going to have your own account set up with them. And one of the coolest things about Dart is besides the simplicity of what we do, they're really the company that allowed us to be able to create this system and be able to bring it to the public like we have. And you'll learn more about that as we get going. But one of the coolest things that they do is they allow you to send in almost any type of currency that you would like to get started with your full velocity bot, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, USDC, USDT. Get this one, bank wires. Even if you're in the US or outside of the US, you can actually send bank wires through Dart. In addition, if you're a US customer, you can use Zelle. I mean, this is really cool. I want you to think about how many different companies you've looked at or how many times maybe you've wanted to be part of a crypto deal. You can't figure out how to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever it is that you got to start with. What do I do? Well, in this situation, we've totally eliminated that challenge that many of you have. You can literally send in funds through Bankwire if you choose to do that. So it's very, very simple to do. Now, I want to get to the strategy of what we do inside of Full Velocity. Like, what is this bot all about? Because I'm guessing there's some of you like, I kind of just threw it on you. Hey, this is a bot. What does a bot even mean? And I talked a little bit about it, as far as the algorithms, how it works and exactly what it's trying to achieve. But now I want to dive deeper into what are our strategies. Now, I'm going to tell you, you can read this entire thing on your own. I'm not going to do that for you, but I am going to try to simplify it for all of us out there, right? That may not be super technical. I'm going to try to break it down. Number one, I want to start with what we're not. This is not a martingale strategy. And if you're not familiar with that, don't worry about it. It's a little bit more risky, in my opinion, a martingale strategy. That is not us. We have no repeat buys. We have no huge drawdowns. Now, by a drawdown, basically what a drawdown means is the amount that your account has to drop in order to eventually get back into profit. That's the easiest way for me to tell you about a drawdown. Now, again, if you're not a trader, you're not technical, it doesn't mean that much to you, but this part's going to, okay? The strategy, the entire strategy behind the bot that we have inside of Full Velocity is it is a hedging strategy. So essentially what we do is every single time there is a buy signal, there is also a sell signal, meaning this, okay? We're going to go long in a position. We're also going to go short in a position. Now, for those of you who are not educated on that, basically long means that you think the market's going up and short means you think the market's going down. The only way to do trading like this is through the futures market, okay? So we definitely do everything inside the futures market. But the key component of this is regardless of whether the market goes up, regardless of the market goes down, with this strategy is a hedge, right? And what you're looking for is the profit in between there. And when we do this, what it does is number one, it mitigates the risk, right? It lowers the risk. So there's not so many challenges out there with these huge ups and downs. In addition to that, it allows us to play both sides of the market. And again, remember what I told you, volatility and volume is what makes this work. So this is a hedging strategy. Hopefully for those of you who are super analytical, you read all that as I was talking, and maybe you have a better understanding of what we do. Now, if you remember what I told you that in the last 10 months, right, the last year, we had the biggest correction just in December and January. That was the biggest correction of the year, those 2 months. In fact, as I said, I know people personally who got absolutely wiped out of their accounts. Everything got liquidated. There are people that lost 50, 60%, depending on where they were at in the market. So, and some 100%, as I just mentioned. During that time, during the most difficult time of the year, in the month of January, our bot did 15.1% with a maximum drawdown of 19.4% or 19.4%. So what that means is this. That means that our bot performed at 15.1% in the most challenging time of the year. But number two, the most that it dropped to get to that profit was almost 20%, 19.4%. It's this amazing thing, right? Especially in such a challenging time. Now, 1 month, anybody can do 1 month. I mean, anyone can get lucky out there. So what have we really done? What does it really look like inside of this platform? Our bot has performed since March of 2021. So literally we're 10 days away from March. We're 10 days away from about a year of having these statistics, has averaged 2.4% a week since that time, a week. Okay. Now, the reason why I said a week twice and emphasize on that is because there's two types of people, in my opinion, in the world here today. There's the crypto seekers, those that are fully involved of it, and people who are excited about it. There's also those that really have nothing to do with it. That's really 95% of the population, right? They don't know anything about it. They are very comfortable with going to the bank and getting 0.5% a year, or maybe they're in the stock market and averaging that 8 to 10% a year. I actually managed money for over a decade as a stockbroker, and the one thing I know is that when we would show hypothetical rates of returns, we always stuck at that 8 to 10%, sometimes 6% per year, right? Depending on someone's risk tolerance. You weren't even allowed to show anything more than that because it's not realistic in the stock market. So as I share that with you, there's this other side of the table called the crypto market, right? And the crypto market, we've seen these huge swings, and we've also seen with huge opportunity, huge challenges, right? Huge opportunity, huge challenges in the marketplace. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but what I am going to tell you is that you really need to be careful what you're looking out there. Okay. There's a lot of companies that are promoting stuff that just simply is not real. If you're seeing, hey, 5% a day or 3% a day or any type of guaranteed percent anytime, you got to really raise up some red flags. And the reason why I tell you that is this. If you talk to any professional trader out there, I would be willing to guarantee one thing on this call, just one thing. I guarantee you they would tell you that most likely they've never had a single day that was the exact same as the day before. Why? Because that's not real trading, right? There's ups and downs, different percentages every single day. So that's why I say that. I'm not here to bash any other companies. I'm not here to say that any other company is not real, but I also want you to be realistic and understand what real trading looks like versus what maybe not real trading looks like. We'll just put it like that. Okay. So ours has averaged 2.4% annually. Okay. Or not annually. I'm sorry. My gosh, weekly in the last year is what I was trying to say. So over the last almost 12 months, 2.4% a week. It's a phenomenal thing, right? And what I would like you to do though is this, because I think sometimes when I talk like that and we start talking about percentages, I think people sometimes have unrealistic expectations of what to expect. We've put a calculator on the front of the Full Velocity website. So whatever link of the person who sent you here tonight, if you go back to that link and you scroll down, you're going to see a calculator. And literally on that calculator, you can put in the amount of money that you would like to start with, like whatever you wanted to start your bot with. You can pick the average weekly rate of return, right? So you can choose that. You can choose the compounding rate. Now, I want to be clear on something. Right now, we don't even have a compound option built into our technology, but that is being done this week, right? So our technology going forward with our integration with Dart is actually going to allow that. So it's going to be super cool. But I want to tell you that because, a lot of people are like, well, hey, if I start with $500, and it's averaging 2.4% a week, or it has in the past, man, I could be like at $5,000 in just a couple months. That's not realistic, right? I want you to see what those numbers actually look like, so you have a realistic expectation on what to expect from your account as you go forward. So all this stuff's really cool, right? But you got to be asking yourself like, okay, James, this is great. Now, when's the kicker? Are you going to do like everybody else on a webinar and say this is going to cost me $997? Or what is it that's going to happen here? Well, this is the coolest part about Full Velocity, besides all the other stuff we talked about with full control and things like that. We're not going to charge you anything, right? There's literally zero out-of-pocket fees for you to get started with this bot today. Zero. We're not going to actually have a product or a service fee that you pay for us up front. Everything that we earn in Full Velocity is through the profits, and I'll get to that in a second. There is a $200 minimum, 200 USD minimum for you to activate your bot. Okay, so just keep that in mind. That money never comes to us. So we're literally giving this thing to you to be able to utilize if you choose to, with no cost up front. And I want you to think about that, right? Because most platforms out there, what do? They're going to charge you $1,000 or $2,000, sometimes $3,000. And on top of that, you got to come up with another, whatever you want to put into the instrument that they're using to produce your profits, right? It becomes very challenging. This is very clean, no upfront costs. The only way we get paid is through a fee of net profits. We only win as a company if you win as a user, okay? If our technology is working and the bot is performing and there's profits being generated, we are going to benefit. We actually charge a 30% of net profits fee for you utilizing our technology. Now, that's about in line with almost all other programs out there, or bots or hedge funds. Some of them are 50-50, some of them are 80-20. Ours is a 70-30 split, okay? Now, this is exactly the way it would work. I just want to kind of give you a breakdown so you can understand it. Let's just say for a second that you had $10,000 in profits that came in this week or this month or even this year, okay? It all works the same regardless, but let's just use this week. Now, I want to preface this by saying if you have a $10,000 profit week, you have a lot of money in the bot, okay? We know that. Don't think that someone with, even $10,000 or even $100,000 would have a 10,000 profit week. I'm setting clear expectations for you. That's why I'm doing this, okay? I want you to understand how the numbers work. It doesn't matter what time frame we're talking about or even what the amount of money is. Everything moves in percentages, right? So in this example, though, let's your account profits are 10,000 US dollars, okay? What would happen is you as the user would receive 7,000 of those dollars. We would take a $3,000 fee. That is our net fee for you to be able to get that type of performance from our technology. Now, I'm going to show you here in a little bit. What we do with that $3,000 is absolutely awesome. Okay, so just stick around for that. It's going to be really cool. So what have you learned at this point? Number one, this thing is free to join. There's no upfront cost, right? The only time we make money is if you make money. You have potential to earn 7 days a week. And let me preface, or let me not preface, but let me tell you something. With the updates that we're doing, the enhancements that we are doing to our system, everything is going to be real time. That means real time profits that you literally can take out of your account anytime you want. Available balance you can take out of your account anytime that you want, right? There's no lockup periods, as you can see here. This thing's averaged 2.4% a week since March of 2021. Dart, the company that we are fully integrated with, they accept most major cryptocurrencies. In addition to that, the ability to be able to wire funds in is absolutely awesome. That's regardless of whether you're in the US or international. If you're in the US, you can also use Zelle, which is super cool, right? We never touch your funds. We are a technology company. We are not a financial company. So we never have custody of your funds. You're going to be managing those, which is absolutely cool, because most companies make you send the funds in. We don't do that. You have 100% access, 100% liquidity, whatever you'd like to call it, at all times. It means you can get your money. You have that emergency, you need it, get it, right? Full Velocity only makes money if you make money, right? We only get paid if you get paid. We have such a huge incentive to make sure our technology is performing, and we're constantly working on that to do the best that we possibly can. So the question at this point, knowing all that, is you maybe know some other people that you could refer to this. Like, do you know other people? Let me ask it this way. Do you know other people that would like to access our bot for zero cost up front, a minimum of $200 to get started with the bot, be able to be part of something that's average 2.4% a week, be able to have full control of their money, full liquidity? Do you know anyone else that might be, possibly thinking that this would be good for? My guess is before I even got to this slide, you were thinking, my gosh, I got to tell this person about this. We were just talking about this, right? It is the easiest thing to be able to share with people because you're not charging anything up front with it, right? So if that's you, I want to introduce you to the Full Velocity Affiliate Program, all right? Now, before I even get into this, I want to go on and throw this earning disclaimer out. If you don't refer people into Full Velocity as an affiliate, please don't expect to earn any referral commissions. It will not happen. You will never earn a commission unless you refer people. In addition to that, the commissions that are paid are generated from the technology fee that we charge, okay? So if there's no profits that are built into, if our technology does not produce a profit for the users, there's no commission as well. The reason why I put it out there is because I want you guys, again, to be realistic about your expectations of what is potential here. Now, but let's talk about affiliate marketing just for a second. I mean, every major company in the world here today has adopted affiliate marketing. Amazon, huge affiliate marketing company. I mean, how many times have you seen videos out there popping up? How would you like to become an Amazon affiliate? Share your link. Or you see people going into stores, taking pictures and scanning bars and then putting it on there for sale. Or there's so many different things that you can do with affiliate marketing. But right here, all these major brands and almost every major brand out there in the world today has some form of affiliate marketing. So this is not a foreign concept anymore to be able to share with people. And that's exactly what we've done here inside of Full Velocity. The coolest thing though, is referring people into Full Velocity is 100% optional, right? You don't have to be an active participant in the affiliate. You can truly just, use the bot and our technology and earn passively through your profits there, assuming that there's profits to be made. So it's completely optional to do. But what I'm going to show you here today about our compensation plan, I don't think anything, what I know for a fact is that it's so clever in the sense that you're going to have the ability to not only just earn when you're out there referring people, you're going to have the ability to earn truly while you're sleeping, while you're at the beach, while you're at your 9 to 5 job, when you're doing other stuff, whatever you want to do, you're going to have the ability to earn through this compensation plan. The other cool thing is this, it's zero cost for you to be part of this affiliate plan. I wasn't going to sneak something in. I bet you thought I was, where I would say, hey, for this, you only have to pay $39 a month. No, no, no. There's no fee to be part of our affiliate platform. Again, this is completely free. It's completely optional to do. Why you wouldn't refer to people to something like this, I have no idea, but some of you may not want to do that, and it's totally up to you. I want to talk about what I consider the holy grail of business and earning, and that would be residual income. Okay. I would assure you that if you go out there and speak to almost any company owner, any business owner, any entrepreneur, anyone that has any type of business where they are earning from customers, and you ask them, what's one part of your business? If you could increase one part of your business, what would it be? Most likely they're going to tell you the residual income, right? The continuity, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same thing. It's that money that you can earn by flicking on the light. It's the money you can earn while you're at the beach with your family, at your 9 to 5 job, at your kid's soccer game, all those things. Those are the things that I'm talking about. But here's the deal, okay? Usually in affiliate marketing or direct sales or network marketing, whatever you would like to refer to this as, okay? Usually the way things work is that the only time you're going to earn a residual commission or a residual income is by someone purchasing a product or a service from you every month, right? So if you're in a product company, you want to make sure that people are on that auto ship, right? And I love product companies, by the way. So I'm not bashing on those at all. That's such a cool concept. I love it. If you're in a service company, you want to make sure that they're paying that monthly fee to get whatever that service is. And that's how you make money residually. I want you to imagine for a second, not ever having to sell a product or service to anyone, that you would actually earn income just from the profits that they're going to be getting from the technology that they're using, right? So there's no picking up the phone saying, hey, remember, get your order in. Hey, remember, have money in your account to pay for this fee. No, 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 no. This is something that they are getting a benefit from. As they earn profits, you get to profit as well through our affiliate platform. And I'm going to show you how that works, okay? But basically what we've created here is a win-win situation, really a win-win-win, okay? You're going to win by referring people, and when they get profits, you're going to win again. They're going to win from the profits that they are earning as the users, and the company gets a cut of that as well. And that's how we actually maintain this. That's how we don't have any cost up front for people to get started. So let's look at an actual breakdown of this, okay? I'm going to go back to that $10,000 in profit that I talked about earlier. Again, I want to remind you, in order to earn that type of profit, you would have to have a significant amount of money that was working for you inside of our bot. Okay, so just remember that, but I have to say it. But here's the way it works. Okay, that $10,000 profit that I was talking about, remember, I told you 7,000 of it would go to the user, right? The person whose money's actually working. That 30% fee, if you remember, I said we do something really cool with it I want to show you. And here's the way it works. Of that 30% fee, 27% of it, or not 20, yeah, 27% of the 30 is going to go to affiliates, okay? That's for our people who are referring others. 3% of it's going to go to the company. So another way to say that is 90% goes out to the affiliates and 10% comes to the company, right? Really simple. But here's the most important thing that I want you to understand, okay? As we get going in here, the potential that you have inside of this platform is second to none, in my opinion, okay? This is the full velocity unilevel that you're looking at. And for those of you who are brand new to, this type of business, I'm going to break this down in a really, really simple format so you can understand it, okay? What I want you to look at here is right here where it says levels and payout. And it says level 1 and payouts 25%. This is what this means, okay? If I was to go out there and refer someone directly to full velocity who activated their bot with whatever amount of money, every single time that there's a profit generated, there's going to be that portion that goes to them. There's going to be a portion that goes to me. So on level 1, I'm going to get 25% of it. So if we go back to this example, in this example, the 7,000 goes to them. Of this $2,700 that goes to the affiliates, I would get 25% of it because I personally referred this person right here that got this $10,000 profit. Pretty cool, right? Let's take it a step further. Let's talk about levels 2 through 5. Now, to tell you how you even get to levels 2 through 5, the person that I personally referred, when they go out there and refer someone, that's now my level 2. it's that person's level 1, and so on and so forth, right? Really easy to understand as the line goes deeper. Well, we pay all the way to 20 levels deep, which is really powerful. That means you can personally refer as many people as you want. You can, what we call in this business, you can go as wide as you would like with your business, and it goes 20 levels deep as well, which is really super cool. Let's go back to this example. Okay, let's just say that we're talking about levels 2 through 5. Same exact example. The person here right here earns this 10,000 in profit. Of this 2,700 that goes back out to the affiliates, you would earn 10%. So in levels 2 through 5, if they fell on levels 2 through 5 of your business, that means you would earn $270. I can do that math in my head, right? So it's pretty awesome from that perspective. And that goes all the way to 20 levels. Now, this is something I haven't shared before on this slide that I want to share with you. And then we're going to get to the ranks here in a second, but I want you to see something that we're doing inside of this platform that has never been done, that is absolutely going to revolutionize not only affiliate marketing, but also revolutionize the crypto side of it. As I've talked about this real time feed, right? Remember how I told you, I said, you're going to be able to see every single open trade that we have inside of your system. You're going to be able to see your available balance, the balance you started with. You're going to be able to see the drawdown. Most of you may not even know what that means, but all aspects of the trading that are happening in your bot, which is super cool. But here's what else is cool. Remember how I told you you will have real-time profits every single time a trade is executed and there's a profit generated instantly. You're going to get that 70% of that sent to you. Okay. So based on whatever you put in the bot, 70% of that goes to you. The other 30% instantly goes to full velocity. Okay. Now here's what else is going to blow your mind. Also, at the same exact time, 30% goes to full velocity. Immediately, it sends out your portion, right? It sends out that 27% to our affiliates instantly. So think about this for a second. I want you to imagine having a bot that, let's say that it profited, let's just say it profits 15 different trades today. Now, sometimes there's 50 trades, sometimes there's 100 trades, and not all of them are profitable, right? But the ones that are profitable, I want you to imagine for a second that every single time a profitable trade happens, number one, you earn profit. Anyone that you referred, right, you are getting a commission on instantly. You can withdraw these instantly if you choose to. Folks, this is like game changing. There's no lockup period here. You have full access to your funds. You have the potential to have constant and consistent, not only profits from the bot that you have access to, but also commissions. I want you to think of the social proof that you could have by showing people, hey, look at all these emails. I got 100 emails today, even though it might be obnoxious. I've got 100 emails saying, hey, I earned a profit. Someone on my team earned a profit, so I earned a commission. Like, think about what you can do with that from a social perspective. Not out there telling people, hey, I earned this much money, or showing your Lamborghini or whatever else you might have rented that week. I'm talking about the real stuff, right? The emails that actually show proof, not proof of income, but proof of activity, right? It's an amazing thing. So I want to talk really quickly about these gears over here and these ranks. We call our ranks gears, right? Like we're shifting your car, your gear to get to full velocity. Your objective is to get to full velocity. That is our very top rank. Now, in our company, it's so simple to get to full velocity. You just need to refer 12 people that have an active bot. Now, I want you to think about this, okay? Most companies out there, and again, I love product companies, I love service companies, so I'm not bashing on any of them. I want to give you some real numbers, though, of direct selling and affiliate marketing. How many times have you seen out there where a company says, hey, you find 3 and yours is free, or find 4 and pay no more, right? They're talking about people that you refer into the company to get your product for free. Now, the reason why companies do that is because they know that the average number of people that someone can refer in this entire industry is 1 to 2. It's like in between 1 and 2, right? Let's just call it 2. So they set all those things at 3 and 4 because they know that 98% of the people aren't going to be able to do it. Maybe not 98, but a good portion of them, probably 97%. Folks, here's what is different. I told you that we are breaking the mold in this industry. We're doing something that is so disruptive, something that's going to not only just disrupt the affiliate marketing space, but disrupt the crypto space as well, in the sense that there's no other company out there that is doing what we're doing as far as giving you the full access, giving you the instant profits, giving you the instant commissions. also allowing people to get access to our technology for free. You're not charging someone $1,000. Of course, it's challenging to find 3 or 4 people to give you $1,000. How many people do you have to hit up to say, hey, I've got something that has been blowing it up here, right? We've averaged 2.4% for the last year. It doesn't mean it's going to happen going forward, but would you like to give it a try? It's free. Like, I mean, you can fund your bot with whatever you want. You have access to it. Hopefully some bells are ringing in your head right now, because here's what I know. This qualification here, the 12 people, we are going to change the statistic. Golly, we're going to change the statistic in this industry. Obviously, I'm excited because I know this is happening and I can see it, but we're going to change it, right? And I truly believe that. I believe that we'll have more people that have the ability to share this and get to full velocity than any other company out there. Sounds like a bold statement, sounds maybe hypey, but think about it, okay? Think about everything I told you today. So with that being said, hopefully I can get through this last part without the stuttering. I want you to get back with whoever sent you here today. As you see, I mean, we have an unbelievable platform here that was designed for the masses, number one, but also something that puts the power back in your hands. So whoever sent you here today, they gave you a link, right? They gave you a link. They told you, hey, just check this out. You can sign up for free. I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to get started today, right? It's not going to cost you anything. Get in there and get your account set up. We have a movement that's going on here. We have a community that's being built here. We have an unbelievable amount of people that have come to do business inside of our platform. And I'm so thankful for that because, you know, I believe that we're making history here and revolutionizing this industry. And those all sound like big things, and they are. But if you can just get in here and see what I'm talking about, you will understand very quickly where this thing is going. Folks, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Get back with who sent you here today. Come be part of this. All right. Have a good night. Bye-bye.